city.
This is my car.
Your car.
Welcome back to the Permanent Detour podcast, and so I want to say thank you again for all the support on last episode with R.R. Slugger. Had a great time, but today we have a new guest on. Actually, he's already been on the podcast.
Yeah, I've already been
Jack.
on.
Welcome back, Jack.
A
Thank
returning
you.
guest.
Yeah, he talked
I'm
about
glad
the
to be
Batman
back on.
with us. Remember the Batman?
We didn't talk about the
Yeah.
Batman. We
Yeah.
argued about Flash for 45 minutes.
No, we talked a lot about the Batman.
Yeah, it was
you just
because-
hate Flash.
Half the episode was arguing about the Flash, the other half was talking about the Batman. But today, we'll get to superheroes. But let's start off with a game that Jack just recently finished.
Yeah,
Jedi
so
Fallen Order. What are your thoughts?
It's a fucking amazing game.
Yeah,
It's,
dude.
it's PG-13 Dark Souls.
It's PG-13 Dark
That's
Souls.
true.
It's so good though. Yeah, it's an amazing game. Very good. I think you put me onto it.
I did. I'm so happy that I inspired you. I'm glad you've joined the cult of Star Wars. Like, all I had to do was be like, what did I start you on?
The Clone Wars.
Was
The
I
Clone
like,
Wars.
Was I like, you
That's
should
a
check-
great starting point.
Yeah, I was like,
though.
you should
It's
watch
amazing.
Clone Wars. And he texted me like that same day, and he was like, dude, I'm halfway through season 1. It's so good. And I was like, yeah, it
It
gets
is.
better.
The first season is literally a masterpiece.
Season
what-
3 is a
No,
masterpiece.
what literally put me on to that show though was, General Greez was in the first episodes, and I saw this compilation come up in YouTube where it's just him saying Kenobi, and it was like the funniest thing to me. Just because it was so like it was such a good beam template.
Yeah, I have to say though, General Grievous is kind of underutilized in that show.
I agree.
They could have used him better.
Totally.
I mean, especially if you're a real fan of the original Clone Wars, like I am,
The 2D one.
the good General Grievous that
Yeah.
actually fought Jedi and won.
I feel bad now because Disney bought that. It's no longer canon.
Well, this is why like the original couple seasons of Clone Wars are fantastic because it was before Disney
Yeah.
purchased Lucasfilm. But it's like weirdly kind of canon now because they threw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I watched a long video.
What do they call it? Vintage Star Wars.
Vintage. It's vintage Clone Wars.
Interesting.
I watched a video it was like a 3-part 5-hour video about like the development and stuff of the Clone Wars, and Disney bought it right before season 6, which is, to be honest, like that's kind of where the show starts to take a dip because they just kind of like started to cut back on the violence and stuff because Disney was like, no, we don't want you to do that. I'm not really sure why. I did learn something interesting though. Did you know that all of those episodes for the Clone Wars were in development for over a year?
Actually?
Every single one of them took over a year to produce.
Yeah, I think I did know that.
Yeah, like they
Interesting.
spent I think that's part of why the show's so good. Even though the early seasons have kind of a wonky art style, like there's so much love put into that show. Like they spent
There is.
so long getting everything like the way they wanted it.
Well, also, you know who, I think I told you this. You know who wrote the first episodes, right?
Dave Filoni and George Lucas didn't they?
No,
Didn't Dave Filoni write the episodes?
If I'm not mistaken, I swear in the credits, at least in season 2, Paul Dini wrote them. He did writing on the animated series, which has really good storytelling.
Oh, maybe.
Tell
I mean, I know there was like a number of writers on them.
Well, because
It
Dave
was
Filoni,
all good. All good.
Dave Filoni was working at Avatar over at Nickelodeon, and then George Lucas personally called him and had like a direct one-on-one interview with
Yeah.
him, just to discuss because he's like, oh yeah, we're thinking of making this Clone Wars show. Like, what would you want to be a part of it? And then after it was a 2-hour conversation between the two of them, he's immediately hired him.
Yeah. No, actually, I know what you're talking about. He talked about it on that roundtable discussion on Disney Plus, where he got called and he thought it was the guys at SpongeBob pranking him because it was like a woman that
Yeah,
called him
that's
from
right.
a Lucasfilm representative, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing a Clone Wars TV show. We want you." And he was like, "Oh, you guys are messing with me, right? Like, there's no way that you're actually approaching me about this." And he almost lost the job, but then they actually called him in. They were like, "No, this is actually Lucasfilm. We want you for an interview."
Wow.
Well, this is also when you look at because season 6 was the Netflix exclusive. It was only a 13 episodes and wasn't really a complete season. And then season 5 was peak. That was when it was Cartoon Network. It was still making episodes, but Cartoon Network never told them if they were going to extend the show. So they were basically
Wow.
making every single episode, and if we don't know if the show's going to keep going or not. So we had they had to really pour their heart and soul into every because at that point they were pretty much set on doing the 4-episode arcs.
Yeah.
So they were doing these 4-episode arcs, and it was well, this could be the last arc. We just don't know. Cartoon Network hasn't said if they're gonna keep the show going or not.
My favorite thing is that those writers were so creative in keeping Anakin from meeting General Grievous the whole show.
Yeah,
he's
Where
not-
they would
just
where
based
they
off
would be
that
like
one
on
line.
the same ship, and he had to like narrowly miss General Grievous by like seconds.
Yeah, 'cause there's the one
like
time
on the
where they're-
Malevolence, he
What
like
was the-
barely leaves on the train, and then General Grievous shows up.
What was the one line that he said in the Revenge of the Sith that made it so like, oh, he can never meet him?
Oh, he's
ever?
like it was the first time they meet because he's like, General Grievous, you're shorter than I expected, because General Grievous is like, I expected someone of your reputation to be older.
See, here's the thing I don't get about
So they
that.
had never interacted before at all.
Here's the thing that like I don't get about that though is that you know that one episode where they land on that planet and there's like the son who's part of the dark side and
Yeah.
the daughter, and you know how like Anakin sees his future and then gets his memory wiped. Why couldn't they just do that
What do you mean?
with General Grievous? It would have been
That's
so.
tacky.
That's
I know
tacky.
it's tacky,
No, that-
but it's also
no,
tacky
that-
for him just
no,
to
that
narrowly
happened,
miss him.
That happened in like a spiritual kind of way, kind of like the last arc of the Clone Wars with Yoda. The last arc of the last arc of season 6 where Yoda sees his future,
Where he learns.
where he gets to choose, like he has to fight the Dark
Where
Lord of the
he's,
Sith.
he's like the first person to learn how to become a Force ghost, but then Disney cut that in canon with Kenobi.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, because Qui-Gon Jinn had learned to like communicate with him.
But he never learned.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't
Spoiler
learn
for
how to be a ghost.
spoilers for Kenobi. He shows up as Qui-Gon shows up as a Force ghost
That's
at the
true.
end.
All right, you can't even be mad though, because you had to see Liam Neeson in person again.
I'm not mad. It's just like it just shows how little they care about the lore. They just don't care. They don't care about keeping it consistent.
I mean, to be honest, I don't care that much either. Like, it's never directly said that Qui-Gon.
No, the whole point is that Qui-Gon never finished his training and was never able to become a Force ghost.
They don't explicitly say it though, like, because like, okay, if you take Episode 3 at the face value and it's like found a way to commune with your new master, or with your old master, like yeah, like that seems like open-ended enough that like he could be a Force ghost. You don't know.
It also shows they don't treat the Clone Wars and like the animated stuff as being on the same level as like what Disney considers like new live action shows, because they just even Kenobi, like with the Rebels, they just like they killed the Grand Inquisitor just to like bring him back, because they don't care about like breaking any pre-establishing like stuff with Rebels or Clone
Disney
Wars.
really do not care.
They do not care about the animation at all.
Well, I feel like it's because like I watched like the first 2 episodes of Kenobi and I got bored because
It's just the last episode. Watch the last one. It's the only one that matters.
No, watch
Well,
like the first one and the last 2.
Oh wait, did you guys see that this fan? He's doing a fan edit. He edits the whole show down to a 2.5-hour movie. Where he cuts out all of like the filler stuff, and he actually makes like Reva like an actually like threatening, because he cuts out like a lot of her backstory. He basically cuts out all the other Inquisitors except for her, so she actually feels like a threat, because not her like doing a little dance with the Grand Inquisitor like, oh, I'm gonna take your spot.
She doesn't just show up and kill somebody and the rest of the Inquisitors are like, yo, what the fuck? We don't do that.
Yeah, no, like it makes like, and once it's condensed into a 2.5-hour film, it's like really good.
yeah, that's what I heard. I heard someone condense it. I want to look at that. It's on YouTube.
I know they're still making it, because he's actually doing like brand new VFX and like different stuff for the edit.
Oh no way.
So he's making it like his own like thing too, not just like a direct copy of Kenobi.
Part of that might be they're still gonna get copyright strike.
Well, yeah,
That's why
I
I
don't
gotta
think
screen record it.
it'll probably just be like he can't make any money off the video.
Yeah, it'll get demonetized. I don't think it'll get taken
but
down.
It won't get taken down, I think. But apparently, it's like,
even though I think that falls within fair use.
yeah, especially if you're like, I mean, it takes a long time to re-edit something like that.
Basically, just
That's
a
true.
supercut.
Yeah.
Just call it that.
And honestly, like, I'm just so sad that because Solo failed, we didn't get that Kenobi movie.
That's the thing, is this basically this is the story I think that was supposed to be told in Kenobi. It's just that Solo did so poorly that they just canned
bombed. Yeah.
They're like, oh, TV show it is. After The Mandalorian did well, they were like, all right, I guess we can still do it.
Think about how much money the Kenobi movie could have made, though. Like, it was a missed opportunity.
Yeah, that's the one thing though, is like Han Solo's not as interesting. Like his movie didn't do that well because like a lot of people were just kind of like, Han Solo, you know, like that was basically my thought. As I was like, all right, it's a Han Solo movie, and then I watched it and I was like, yeah, that was all right. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi coming back, it's like, damn, yeah, I would have gone and seen that on the opening night.
Right.
Because it's Ewan McGregor reprising the role of like the most beloved character.
I don't know. When I watched the first 2 episodes, and I can't say the rest for a season. I don't know. It felt like another Disney product. It didn't like I look at like the Clone Wars, like the first 2. Actually, I'm on season 3, and I just see there's lots of love, passion. The world building is excellent. And this, I don't know. I just felt like some parts of it were kind of like out of place and just like soulless.
They also have to be like gentle. I'm not gonna lie though, they did kind of go like no holds barred on Darth Vader. Because he does just kill those two people as soon as he shows up in town. Like,
Again,
he just, like, snaps their neck. I'm glad they at least did that with Darth Vader and didn't make him, like, this cutesy, just, like, walk menacingly. Like, he's really just killing innocent people for no reason.
No, everything with Ewan and Vader is... And Hayden.
Ewan and Hayden Christensen?
Yeah. All the scenes they're in are very... Well, most of the scenes they're in. Well, like, scenes are, like, where they're together, like, their relationship. Everything with that is great. The problem is that's, like, an eighth of the show.
Yeah.
There's
I'm not gonna
so
lie,
much
though.
other stuff in there.
You gotta love that episode 2 flashback with 40-something-year-old Hayden Christensen in his episode 2 outfit with the Padawan braid.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
He's supposed to be like 20. It's like
you can.
I forgive
you can
it,
tell.
but
No, I completely forgive it because I was like, yes, Anakin's back finally. Just do a live action Clone Wars, please. Bring them back and just make some like random arcs of the Clone Wars and just do it in live action. You got the 3 people now. You got Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Tamura Morrison for the clones. Just do it. Just make it happen, please.
You know, there's one thing that I will give like Disney credit for. It's like every scene, like clip on YouTube or at the end of Fallen Order, Darth Vader is freaking intimidating. Like they do his character, I think, pretty well.
I'm so all right. I'm glad we're back on the topic that
Yeah,
we
we gotta
supposed to start on.
yeah,
We gotta
back to
talk about
Fallen
that.
Order.
Yeah,
should we
gotta
just
go back.
should we take it apart in reverse and start with the Darth Vader scene because that's like the best part of the game. Like the game is fantastic, but like no, but like the Darth
it's like
Vader
the
chase at the
ending,
end.
though.
I know, but it's like the best part of the game because like they just throw Darth Vader at you. And did you read the like description as soon as you got it, where it's like new info added Darth Vader?
Yeah,
as soon as
I
he
read
showed
that.
up, I read it,
that.
and it was literally just like
Escape.
like the
Run.
deadliest
Run.
Jedi hunter. Your only option for survival is escape. There is no victory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
that
it's
was
literally
pretty cool.
literally you read that and then it's like, are you really gonna fight him? Nope. It's just quick time events to escape. Like,
I think-
because you don't stand a chance.
I think I landed, not actually, but I got like 3 strikes, off on him. Like, didn't hit him, just like he blocked it, and then he immediately started to force choke me, and I'm like, I'm done. Especially after fighting What's-Her-Face. Okay, I have to say this. I think Jedi Fallen Order, it is Souls-like, and it's definitely challenging, I'll even say hard. But man, the last boss, Vader isn't really a boss. But
No, he's not a boss.
Vader's a quick time event.
The second sister is the boss.
Vader is like a piss yourself, shit yourself, quick time event.
Yeah.
And I forget her name. The ninth sister, second sister.
Second sister. The ninth sister's the one you kill on Kashyyyk.
Yeah, you're right. The second sister, like the first few boss fights, they were like fun, they were challenging. I think I only died in the first one like 3 times. But then this one, I got my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Like
She's tough.
Especially on master difficulty,
That's what
she
you
is
played
very
on.
difficult.
I played.
Is that
he
the
played-
highest?
No,
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. I played
Grandmaster's
on
the highest.
master.
Grandmaster's like the impossible difficulty.
Yeah. So no, I played on Master, and it was so hard. I actually last night I played for an hour and a half. I couldn't beat her, and this morning I woke up early. I was like at 6:30 in the morning. I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna use this extra time to beat her, and it took me like an hour until I finally landed one hit.
And the buildup of her character, I can't remember her name now, as like the fallen apprentice, and then her redemption at the end, where what the hell's her master's name? I can't remember.
Sarah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
Sarah runs up to her
Or
and
Seer?
she's like, you have like a choice, like you can leave. And then she gets lifted up and she knows it's Darth Vader and she just goes, avenge us, and immediately dies. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good redemption because you can see that she's like changed sides, but she also knows that she's
Also,
done.
I don't know if it was.
And then Sarah just gets thrown away.
I don't know if it was me though. You know how the Sith, they have the yellow eyes.
Mhm.
I thought I saw her eyes go like to green and then like blue. Then she got like struck down.
Yeah, that's what happens is her eyes change color and then she gets killed by Vader to like signify her changing back to your side.
Yeah.
Albeit briefly.
I really think it was all really well done. I feel like all the characters were memorable too. I know Star Wars names for me, especially, it's hard for me to remember because they can all be a little weird. But I liked how the Night Sister like joined with us. I thought Cal was a great hero. I'm so glad that they didn't choose someone that's like already existing in the universe and said, "Oh, this is what happens in episode." No, they made like a new character, and also it's canon. Too.
Yeah,
It's canon.
So it exists on this like fringe canon where it's like sorta kinda is, but also
I thought
not.
it was actually canon because if that's the case, Cal is so busted.
Oh, I definitely think it should be, but that's also he's busted in relevance to like stormtroopers.
Yeah,
Because as soon as Darth Vader shows up, he's done. Like there's no fighting.
But you have to think about it. This man knows like is very like fluent in 3 styles of lightsaber fighting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely.
And the thing is, he changes just like that.
The other thing that I love about the game, just like going back to what you were saying, is the characters, because they're all like, because it's all new, which I love. I love that they did like new characters for this game, and the only like callback is Darth Vader and like
The Stormtroopers.
I mean, come on. Well, obviously,
guess.
Stormtroopers are just the nameless bad guys.
Yeah.
They're not anything special, but like I love that you get to kind of even get to know Master Yaro Tarpal.
Mm-hmm.
Which
I
is
liked
great.
his character a
Yeah,
lot.
he's awesome. Even though he's like super side character, he's great.
And he's not even in there for that long. I just felt like every character, they were, by the end of the game, like they were developed and completed. There wasn't really like any kind of like loose threads, and I always felt every single interaction between them was genuine and natural.
Oh
It
yeah,
flowed.
yeah. None of the conversations are forced between them, and I like the, I don't know how dynamic they are. Like when Cal and Sarah like stop speaking to each other because she didn't tell you about her apprentice being the second sister.
Or not Sarah.
Yeah.
Kree?
Greez. Okay,
Kree.
hold on.
No, Kree.
No, his name's Greez.
No, yeah, you're thinking of the short guy?
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
who's Kree?
No,
Is that who you're thinking of? Greez?
No, I'm thinking of the one person you're talking about, where her apprentice is, and then they like.
Oh, I don't
talking
remember
to
her name.
Yeah, we're just gonna call her Amanda Waller's voice actor, because that's who she is in Suicide
Really?
Squad.
She's Amanda Waller's voice actor?
Yeah. Do you not hear it?
Wait, Viola Davis?
No, in the I don't know about like the old DC stuff, but in the new Suicide Squad game that's coming out.
Oh, I
the
didn't know that.
game.
Oh, that's
I
pretty
thought you were
cool.
talking
Oh,
about
that's
the
pretty cool.
movie.
No,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
really
I was
the
like,
same
they got
person.
Viola Davis
I'm like,
as
she
the
would have been
second
super
sister.
expensive.
Yeah. Also, I feel like Viola Davis would not have fit that character. I was like, really? I couldn't hear it at all.
Well, she got cast for the new game coming.
Okay,
That's
I know,
awesome.
I know what you're talking about now.
But let's.
Hold on, everybody, we gotta share. Who's the best character in the game? That you can't pick Cal.
You can't pick Cal.
Well, because he's the main character.
Sure.
That's
All
like
right.
that's like saying Goku's your favorite
feel
Dragon Ball character.
Okay,
He's the main
I
character.
don't
He's
wanna-
supposed to be.
Probably be Greez. Then.
It's Greez. It's
gotta
got to
be
be
Greez.
Greez. He's the
Yeah.
best.
I think Greez is pretty good. He reminds me of Rocket Raccoon, but better.
He is, dude. The Dathomir segment is my favorite part of the game because the whole time, every time you go on the ship, he's like, "We're safe.
He
We're
shit on
safe.
himself.
We're safe. We're fine. We're safe. Stay in the ship. We're fine."
And oh my gosh, when she comes onto the ship and he's like freaking
Yeah,
out.
he's like, "Why are you
he's like-
here?"
and like she comes in to like say like I'm gonna do some ritual, and he's just like, shit, wait, really?
Yeah, he's like shaking. He's like, "No, no, leave. Please leave."
It's just funny, and all the planets on that like feel different. I mean, they all are because they're like a different biome. But even I can't pronounce it. The first one in the
Bogano?
Kashyyyk.
Are you talking about Bogano, the one with all the pit,
No, I'm
the
comparing Bogano
sinkholes?
to Kashyyyk. Like they're like green foresty plants, but they
Yeah.
feel so different.
Well, you're comparing like industrial plains to like jungle, like dense jungle.
Well, I wouldn't say industrial plains. I'd say like
No, it is.
Like-
It's all like buildings and stuff carved into the rock,
oh yeah,
and like everything you move around on is like pipes and stuff.
so it's just so good. We got to talk about like the gameplay and stuff too. I personally like this game more than a Souls game. Someone's gonna hate on me in the comments or something. The only reason why I like it, for me personally, it's just because I don't know. I think it's because it's a lot more fluent. What? Ren shaking his head.
Not a Souls lover. What an L.
I mean, it's like this game. You're right. It's a lot more fast paced and like Souls. It's like you have to like time your every move, like, and you're not killing a bunch of like nameless stormtroopers that are easy to kill.
You have to like think about which enemy to fight first.
Like Souls has a lot more strategy involved in it, and also memorizing the path to you just die and go back. This game's not as much
I would
like
say
that.
this game still has strategy though, especially in the later
Totally.
segments where they start throwing like stormtrooper commanders and purge troopers and scouts at you all at the same time. Then you really have to like. Then it's like the Halo experience where it's the chessboard. Like you have to pick who to fight first. Like you can kill all the easy guys, but that purge trooper is going to be a pain in your ass.
Oh, you definitely do, but it's just different than you. It's
Yeah.
tough
It's
to
not
compare it to
steep.
Dark Souls, other than like the combat's kind of similar.
It's just melee combat.
Yeah.
That's the only real similarity. And there's the checkpoint system. I think Souls-like is an unfair assumption about this game because it's really not. It's totally its own thing because like
It is.
the movement and the fluidity of the combat is just completely different. Like
Well-
Dark Souls, even the fast-paced weapons are slow. Like in this, you literally just like go ham with a lightsaber the whole game.
I also liked how there's like in Souls is just a minor nitpick, and it's comparing. You're right when you say like it's not fair, but at the same time, it has like bonfires, and it's if you die, you lose all your XP, and you have to go and there's like bosses that you fight. It is like
but
a
you
Souls
also
game.
but you also have a skill tree. Like
That's true.
you
So
don't have levels, you have a skill tree.
I think that's
you don't increase your stats, you increase your abilities.
like I was about to say. I think that's the key difference, making this like an action adventure versus like Dark Souls and Souls games are kind of more like RPGs. Is that you get skills, and like it makes it easier to like fight enemies and do so. Like I think one of the most OP ones fighting single stormtroopers is the pull, because you just pull and then you stab them. It's so easy. It's busted.
When you just deflect, you just hold the LB button and
No,
kill them with their own blaster.
I'm talking about when on Dathomir, right? And okay, maybe not the stormtroopers because they die pretty easy.
Oh, the bow and arrow guys.
No, not the bow and arrow guys. I'm talking about the Knight Brothers. You know how they're
the bow and arrow guys.
No, not. I'm talking about like the close range ones though, with the mace.
Oh, they're fun.
They're fun, but they're a lot harder than the clone troopers. All you have to do is stormtroopers.
Ooh, AJ, he called them clone troopers.
Mixing up the
Now you're
storm and the
kicked. We're
stormtroopers.
ending the episode. He messed him up.
Oh no, I can never come
That's
back.
like
on
a
again.
cardinal sin right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it is.
seriously, that's like one of the 7 deadly sins for Star Wars.
I'm gonna get hated on so badly.
Why? Because they're white? That's why you got them confused?
Shut up. No, but I was about to. I lost my train of thought. Damn it.
AJ, we got Phase 5 Marvel coming out. What do you think about that?
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a second. The one thing I have to say about Jedi Fallen Order is that the one thing that it's that little touch of Disney you can't escape is that you can't slice the stormtroopers in half, but you can slice all the animals in half, but not the stormtroopers because that's a person. So they just go to sleep. But the animals get chopped in half.
Yeah, you see the big orange slash across their body, and they just
They're
fall
fine
over.
though. They're fine. But
Yeah,
the animals get
you
chopped in
You
half.
knocked them out with your lightsaber.
And it's like it's that little touch of Disney being in there, being like,
You know
nope,
what though?
nope,
At least
can't go.
at least you get to stab them.
Yeah, that's
At least
true.
you get the move where you like counter them and then you
Yeah, no,
push
it's
their
definitely-
thing out of the way and just stab them. At least you get
It's,
that.
it's definitely a nitpick, and it doesn't really affect the game at all. It's just you can
That-
see
well,
that
does
little
That-
the little
okay,
touch of
I'll
Disney.
be
in there.
honest with you. That's not Disney. That's the T rating.
Yeah, because they didn't want to make
If
it.
they made an
game.
M-rated, I hope they make an M-rated Star Wars game someday. That would
They
be
won't.
awesome. Like
not as long as Disney owns it, they're not going to do any
full
M-rated.
gore and stuff. Just like decapitate people, and when you shoot them with the blasters, their
No,
body
they
parts
Well,
fall
that's
off.
not true, because then again, we don't even have that confirmed. There's the Wolverine game coming out for PS5. If they make that game, Wolverine's gonna fight robots, not like cut up people. I'm gonna be so heated.
But they might do like what they do with the Deadpool game. I think it'll probably be about that level of gore and
It's not really like gore. It's like
yeah.
They should
Violence.
make. They should
Yeah,
make
it's like comic
like
gore.
They should
comic
make
gore.
a
Yeah.
first-person
That's what I would
Wolverine game.
expect the Wolverine game to be like.
Yeah.
They should make a first-person Wolverine game or Deadpool game, whichever. Make them both. Make a first-person X-Men game and just have it be like Doom,
Wolverine VR.
where like you can play as Magneto and just like watch yourself rip the iron out of their blood and their body just explodes.
Yeah,
I also love that.
Happen.
I love that thing in X-Men 2 where Magneto pulls the iron out of the guy's blood and it's like, yep, iron is definitely just a metal floating around in your blood and you can make a platform out of it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a weird
My
part of the
man,
movie.
that's awesome.
But right before we move on to Marvel, so have you guys seen the trailer for the next game? It's called Jedi Survivor.
Yes.
I have not seen it
You
yet.
seen it? So it wasn't a gameplay trailer. It was just like a story trailer. Where it's like
Announcement trailer.
yeah, where they showed like a bunch of like kind of like cinematic like landscape shots, and the last one's Cal Kestis looking at someone in a Bacta tank. We don't know who the person is, but and there's like a Sith Lord who in like a dark hood like hunting him.
Darth Maul.
No, it's not Darth Maul. I don't think it's Darth Maul.
That'd be awesome if it was.
It would be
awesome.
interesting.
That'd be awesome if it
awesome.
was Darth Maul and you get to cut him in half at the end just for him to still show up in
just to
Rebels.
break canon again.
It's the Grand Inquisitor and then you cut his head off and then he comes back with it like stitched on like Shadow of Mordor.
That'd be so
hilarious.
funny.
he just
That's so
like
funny.
wobbles
But
back. And
I'm
he's
looking
like,
right
"I'm
here.
back."
Yesterday, the game has like the Steam page for the game was finally put up. So and then it doesn't say the release date, but the leaks are suggesting that it seems like the game will come out in March of 2023.
Yes, dude, I can't wait to play it.
I that's a lot sooner than I thought.
I mean, the
Dude,
game is older
game's
than you
from
think it is. It's like
2018.
from 2018. It's been 4 years.
What did they say?
Jedi Fallen Order is a 4-year-old game.
Well, I was just about to ask. Do you know how long the next one is going to be too? Because another thing that
I hope it's longer.
I was about to say, the one thing I do like about Fallen Order is that doesn't overstay its welcome either.
Yeah. You know what I really want in the next Fallen Order?
What's
More
that?
collectibles. I want more collectibles, dude. I spent like 4 hours on like my second day playing, just going and getting every single chest that I could find. Like
we
as
were
soon as
wrong. It was released in 2019.
oh wow,
3 years ago.
just like more. I want more clothing options and poncho colors and lightsabers. Just make more.
I
Just
wish-
put more chests out there.
I wish they had kind of like the sort of like Clone War, like Jedi armor, or like they give you a poncho so you can have the hood up, so you could do like that airsoft fatty
That would have been
role
cool.
play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been cool if they did a more traditional like Jedi robe too as an option. The Inquisitor outfit is awesome though in New Game Plus.
Yeah,
that's
I want to
cool.
get. You
Wait.
also get the red lightsaber, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as I started my New Game Plus, red lightsaber and Inquisitor outfit.
I was
It's
doing
just
I was
enough
doing
fun.
purple for most of the playthrough.
So did I. I did, dude. As soon as you got the option, I was like, ooh. I know it gives you all the colors. I was like, ooh. You really think I'm about to not pick purple?
Yeah, you gotta pick purple. But
Sometimes
wait,
I'd change it to yellow.
one thing
Yeah,
that we
I
haven't
can
talked
see
about yet is did you guys hunt down the albino animals in each planet?
Yes.
I got this. I hunted down the spider.
Because there's an albino. They're in a
Yeah.
secret location on each planet. You can hunt down the albino animal, and you get like a good reward. You get like a crazy good reward.
I
for
got
it.
something really good for killing the spider.
Yeah.
I remember it was.
What do you get from the spider? I can't remember what they all are.
Oh, I forget. All I remember was I went to. It's not where you get the scomp link. It's where you get the ability to zip line up, I think,
Yep.
or something like that. Or no. Maybe it is a scomp link. Either way, I jumped down there, I go on the board. This giant ass spider just jumps at me. I'm like, oh, and that's the first time
Kill
I got
it.
that was the first time I got the quick time event, and I was genuinely like startled.
Yeah, because QuickTime events aren't a big thing in that game. So when you get them, when an animal like ambushes you, it startles you.
Well, really, they're only. I want to say they're mostly either like one when you're, like you'll like parry that one pain in the ass thing on Dathomir, and
Oh, they're not Rancors. They're something else.
they like swing. They're the guys that like when you kill them, they do one final attack.
Yeah, I know that one where they like fling themselves at you when you kill them.
Yeah,
Are you Googling it, AJ, to see what enemy it is?
Nope.
but yeah, just like after you block it 3 times, then there's like that whole. That's really just to finish it. And that's really the only quick time events there are in like duels.
Yeah.
I feel like you'll like clash and you'll have to mash X, and they're not like in like other like fighting games and stuff like that where you have to really mash it or you have to like look at the controller and mash with your thumb and it's all ridiculous.
Nah, you know who the best boss was though? The giant bat on Dathomir.
The giant bat.
Boy,
yeah.
was he a pain in the ass.
He was a pain.
I was like, oh, you gotta parry him every time,
Yeah.
or you just don't hit him, or you just don't do any damage.
Was it a bat or owl? Either way, it was
It was
freaking
something.
intimidating. It was intimidating.
Dude, I spent so long. I spent longer on that boss than the final one because I
But-
could not figure out that you like had to hit his face or you wouldn't do any damage. You had to like parry him and then hit his face while he was stunned.
Well, you also have to hit his legs. Too.
Well, yeah. No, you get like 1 second to hit him, and if he hits you with the attack that he like stops for a second after, you don't get any hits on him.
Yeah. Like, see, a boss like that is what makes me compare it to a Souls game. Because in Souls games, you fight gigantic bosses.
Why? Because it's not easy.
well, a lot of the bosses.
It's not like
in
the
that game
Halo
aren't
3
easy
boss
either.
where they hand you the Spartan laser and they go, all right, shoot the shit out of Guilty Spark. The best video game boss of all time. You remember that one, AJ?
Guilty. I
Fighting
love
Guilty Spark, where they just hand you a Spartan laser. They're like, all right, kill him. Why does he get a boss health bar?
I thought the AT. I don't want to.
Oh, ATST?
Yeah, ATS.
That was a
thank
fun
you.
boss.
Well, it was fun, but if you think about it, it's really only an overglorified stormtrooper because all you had to do was deflect laser blast.
Dude, no, it was not.
No,
it also shot
was.
shot grenades at you and regular
All you had to
grenades
do
and
is force
blasted
push,
you.
just like when a trooper with the rocket launcher comes. That's all you. I thought they were easy, though they were really. The first one that I killed, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually going up against this thing. And when I like, it was satisfying. I also like the little detail how the pilot comes out.
All right. No, the second one was tough because you're on that rooftop on Kashyyyk and they just keep
Right.
dumping soldiers at you. You like get up there and you're like, all right, it's a scout trooper and 2 flame troopers, and then it's like, oh, all right, it's 6 stormtroopers and 3 scout troopers. Oh, all right, it's an ATST and 3 flame troopers. Oh, all right, it's 4 purge troopers and an ATST, and it just doesn't stop. After like the 3rd wave, I'm like, all right, this is definitely the end of the level.
Or
It's like there's no way.
how about when you like get captured too? Remember you going to the jail?
Gladiator?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you
that's-
get thrown
that's-
into the
That's
arena.
that's a cool part.
Yeah.
That's good development on Greez too, because they like his like gambling addiction comes back to haunt him.
Right.
And he's like actually sorry. He's like, yeah, I like, whoops, sorry.
I also
didn't
have
mean to do that to you, buddy.
That does not sound genuine at all.
I don't remember what he says, but he gives you like a very genuine apology.
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't whoops,
Cause
sorry.
because everyone's like super pissed at him because he's like, oh yeah, I know those guys, and they're like, oh really, Greez? Do you know the fucking gambling ring gladiator arena? He's like, yeah, sorry.
Okay, I think we've had enough of Fallen Order.
I tried to move to Phase 5 Marvel 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Fill us in, AJ. How many shows we got?
Yeah, let's go. How
much
All
more
right.
content do we
Yeah.
have for the podcast over the next year?
It never ends. So
Never
it's
ends.
the,
They just keep feeding it to
It's
us,
the
AJ.
gift.
Never ending.
it's the gift that keeps on giving. And unfortunately, what
So
they're
you have to pay for it.
unfortunately we're getting coal for Christmas here because most of them are probably gonna be terrible. But all right, so we have. Let's talk about this joyous Phase 4 that started with WandaVision, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Eternals, Hawkeye,
Dude.
Shang-Chi, Multiverse of Madness,
Hold on.
Miss Marvel, Thor, and Loki. So really, we've had two. Oh, and No Way Home. So really, Loki was good, No Way Home was good, and Moon Knight was good. The rest were all not very good.
Dude, I gotta break in on this Phase 4. The other day, I got an ad on my phone watching YouTube for Falcon and Winter Soldier as an ad for Disney Plus. I was like, yo, are they really making a second season of this? And then it was like, watch now on Disney Plus, and I was like, this came out like a year ago. It's like, why are you trying to sell me Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Like, it's just Phase 4 has been so weak after Phase 3.
Moon Knight was
so
good, though.
weak. Yeah, no, Moon Knight was good, No Way Home was good, and Loki was good. That's it.
Dude, you're not crediting Black Widow?
Yeah, sorry. Black Widow is obviously the greatest.
To be fair, that came out like when COVID hit, right?
Yeah,
That has nothing to do with how good the movie is.
I don't. Well, then again, I don't know anyone who saw it. Like
Us. We
seriously,
saw it.
a lot of these shows, like I couldn't tell you when. What was it? Frick, I forget. Is it something Falcon and the Winter Soldier? or
Falcon and
whatever?
Winter Soldier.
Falcon. I thought you
Yeah,
said
so we
Captain
said-
Falcon. I was like, that's not right.
No, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier. I probably did say Captain Falcon because I thought Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Well, because they're doing it. All right, so there's. Let's segue into Phase 5. There's two more things in Phase 4. That's She-Hulk, which comes out in August, like a month from now, and then the Black Panther Wakanda Forever that comes out in November. So those are the last two things of Phase 4.
That comes out in November.
Comes out in November. They just released a trailer for it because that's where all this information is coming from. San Diego Comic-Con, which just happened. It was. I don't know if it's still going on, but it was going on. And now we got Phase 5, baby, and it's starting off with a bang with Ant-Man and the Wasp too.
No way.
Actually?
hold
That's
on.
the first
Hold
one.
on. I'm pulling this up on Google.
Ant-Man
I
and
gotta
the
pull this
Wasp:
up, too.
Quantumanium is the first.
There is no way. There's no way.
Comes out February 17th, 2023. It's gonna kick off Phase 5, and that. I don't care what anyone says. Ant-Man and the Wasp is by far the worst.
Hold on, AJ.
movie.
Where are you looking at this list?
I'm just looking at because I'm looking at the big
No. What website are you looking at? Just an
variety.
image. Variety. Okay, because I have to look at this same list because there is no way. I don't believe you.
No, it's the first one.
The first one?
Because I'm
Oh
looking
my
right now.
gosh.
Right now it shows the pan. Yeah, Jack pulled it up.
No
it's
way.
like the list of of all of them in date and when they're coming out.
I can't wait till that sells.
Ant-Man and the
2
Wasp:
tickets.
Quantumanium
Wow,
coming out
that
first.
is, dude. There's no way. I still don't believe it. This is a fake. This is deep fake. There's no way they're making.
Are you
a
sure
sequel.
this is the actual thing?
Dude, that movie
No
has.
one likes that movie.
Dude, that movie has been shit on for like 4 years, and they're really gonna make. They're like, hey, more.
They already
they
greenlit
didn't.
it.
They announced this movie like a year ago.
They already greenlit it, and they already got sort of like we
Here's
might
the
as
thing:
well put it out.
even though Ant-Man and the Wasp is absolutely dog water, terrible garbage, it still made money.
Yeah.
It
Well, that's
still
'cause
made
it's
money.
Marvel. Marvel always
exactly.
turns a
So
profit.
they're gonna make another one, but that's besides the point. I have 12. There's 12 new pieces of content here. We got
What
Dude,
do you guys?
these are looking.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, then Secret Invasion, which is like it's like the Samuel L. Jackson. He's up in space with like the Skrull.
You have to have seen Captain Marvel for that one.
Had to have seen Captain Marvel and Far From Home.
I'm
Then
glad I
Guardians
didn't
of the
see Captain
Galaxy
Marvel.
Volume 3, which I'm actually excited for. One of the few movies
Yeah.
on this list
Yeah,
I
it's the-
actually want to see. Cause,
Oh wow, dude, you weren't kidding. We really did get coal for Christmas. I'm looking at this list. And
Yeah,
it just keeps getting worse.
there's like two or three good things on this list. Now Guardians, I'm very excited for that because 1 and 2 have been great.
Oh, can I talk about
I'm
the next
interested in
one?
that.
Echo.
Oh no, I was looking at the next
All right, we'll
one.
talk about Echo. Echo is that one character in Hawkeye that's connected to Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think she. Like,
She was okay.
She's fine. Like, I don't think she's a bad character or anything. It's just, can she really hold her own show?
No,
It seems like a bit of a stretch to me. If I'm being honest.
They're just trying to feed our podcast content.
Then Loki season 2. All right, fine. Like,
all right, this is the one I'm interested in.
This one's gonna be this is gonna be extremely important because of how it connects to Phase 6. But we'll get to that in a minute.
That's true.
Blade, I think, will be interesting.
Hold on.
I think Blade will be good too. I'm kind of excited for Blade.
What
is the deal with the Marvels?
No.
We're
not getting to that yet. 1 second. We're getting there. What's his name? He's in Green Book. Yeah, that one random film. That one Best Picture. So Marshala Ali. I probably mispronounced his name, but he's playing Blade. And that could be interesting because the original, at least the very first Blade film, was pretty highly acclaimed. Even I don't know if the sequels were. I haven't seen any of them, but I do think Blade will be interesting because I don't really think of Blade as a Marvel character.
Okay, you do have to remember though that this is going to have the toned down violence.
Yeah,
this
thing like if this isn't a TVMA,
they'll probably goof it up because it's not going to be an R-rated.
Is this a movie or a TV show?
I have no idea.
I think it's a movie.
Is it a movie? Well, they better if it's a movie, they better make it R. If it's a TV show,
they're never gonna make it R.
Then there's Ironheart. I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Is that like the Overwatch character?
I'm reading the description. It says after
Overwatch character.
Overwatch. It says after her introduction in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Riri Williams will star in her own Disney Plus series. I have to look up.
Is Ironheart supposed to be? Oh, is that? I know. That T'Challa's sister ends up becoming
well, she's Black Panther, but I think this will be a new character in the new. Oh, it's like female Iron Man. So I think she'll be a new character in the new Black Panther that hasn't come out yet. So I guess
that's a bummer. That
I don't have
getting another Iron Man.
We don't have an opinion because we haven't seen her. Then Agatha, I am not excited for this whatsoever. I don't know why they gave her own show. She's not
is the purple witch from WandaVision. I have no idea.
Why would they give her own show? I'm sorry, she's not a good enough character.
Hold on, we're most of the way through the list now. You know what? We can finish it out.
No, but like her own. Why? She wasn't that good of a character.
No. Here, let's finish out the list and then do a breakdown.
Now we got Daredevil, which
hopefully
they're gonna ruin my favorite character. They're going to make him throwing jokes.
Daredevil Born Again.
Obviously, he has to say jokes.
Which they're giving him 18 episodes, which is way, way more than any other show.
Yeah. Probably because Daredevil was so popular.
Yeah, but like,
well, they see the value in it.
Are they bringing back any of the people who did the original Netflix one?
So right now it's confirmed that they're bringing back Charlie Cox.
Well, we know obviously the actor. I'm talking about like
D'Onofrio.
the people who made the show.
I don't know.
That probably has yet to be confirmed.
The thing is, they already covered, like, Season 3 tells that story so well, with also a little bit of, like, the Guardian Devil story in there, too, but there's no reason for them to tell that story again. They're just going to ruin it. They're going to make him throw him jokes. There's going to be no good fight scenes. And, you know, in the big final fight, Wilson Fisk is going to make a joke about something that the audience isn't going to laugh at, and that's it.
I don't know. Yeah. When we saw what was that Marvel movie that we saw the grown men like Multiverse of Madness, they were like cry laughing at
every single like Marvel Disney joke.
Some joke where Doctor Strange was like, he's right behind me, isn't he?
That's not as bad as what was that one movie we went to see? No, Endgame, when the guy had like I went to see Endgame. This guy had the Infinity Gauntlet. It would go off every 5 minutes. Oh, dude, it would just start making noise
didn't we see that together?
Maybe I don't know.
I feel like I remember that.
I think it was like his Infinity Gauntlet would go off every 5 minutes, and you hear boom. There's like explosions from the Infinity Gauntlet.
At least that one was good because it was like an event. All right, funny. Can I talk? What is the Thunderbolts?
No, we're not there yet. Stick to the list.
Why?
Captain America.
What do you mean? You went like up and down.
No, I have
and now you're going along the top.
No, I've been going the exact order. I've been scrolling down. This is by release date because it bounces up and down by like when it's released. You've been reading the list wrong.
I got you.
So Captain America: The New World Order comes after Daredevil. Yeah, and that's gonna be a Falcon. He's Captain America now, so it'll be him.
No, you're not.
No, I know, but
Daredevil's 2024. Ironheart is 2023. The Marvels is 2023.
Yeah, I think.
No, dude.
You're skipping over the Marvels?
Dude, yes, I tried to bring it up and you said
Where'd
hold on.
Where'd the Marvels go? That's not here on the list.
You're looking at a different list than me.
I told you Variety.
That's what I'm looking at too. I'm looking at the picture.
It says like it lists off all.
I'm looking at the image.
I've been scrolling down.
I'm looking at the image. Yeah, it's got a confirmed date.
Okay, sorry.
Apparently July.
They don't have a little box for the Marvels.
July 28th.
which is gonna be Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel in the same movie.
God, I cannot wait for that one. Dude, I haven't even finished Miss Marvel yet. Dude, I watched the first episode and it was like watching a 4-hour movie. It was like watching Peter Jackson's King Kong, and I was like, yeah, this ain't happening for me.
I have absolutely no idea what that movie's gonna be like. Probably not very good.
It's like a not very good character and a character that I haven't even watched.
Yeah, all right.
I'm a little interested in it. I don't know.
You have to watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier before watching this, though.
Oh yeah,
which sucks because that is by far the worst Marvel show.
Dude, that is the worst one.
I would even argue Miss Marvel's better than it, honestly.
Do you think so?
Honestly,
I don't know about that.
They're on par.
Dude, no, you can't say that.
You haven't watched...
Dude, Miss Marvel is TVP or TVY7.
But like,
it's a kid show.
I can't get mad at Miss Marvel for being that because that's the type of show it is. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier just disappointed on every level.
Falcon applies for a loan.
Like,
that was the best arc in the story.
Wait, is that an actual thing?
Yes, Falcon actually goes to the bank to apply for a home loan, and they're like, "No, but can I get a selfie with you because you're an Avenger?"
It's such
like,
a bad
bro, do the
show.
Avengers
It's
not
such a
pay
bad
you?
show.
You worked for Tony Stark. He's like a quadrillionaire.
You guys
He's
save
not
the
paying
world
you?
on like a bi-weekly basis.
I guess they don't get paid.
Yeah. Now we have Thunderbolts. Great. It says this is Marvel's answer to DC Suicide Squad. Bunch of Marvel anti-heroes. Feige said he would talk about casting another day. Yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Who even are the Marvel anti-heroes?
This is the problem. Is that
Deadpool?
how is it going to be DC's? How is it going to be an answer to DC Suicide Squad if they don't let them do the violence?
And also, Suicide Squad's like an established thing.
Well,
like,
I'm sure this is established somewhere in the comics.
Yeah, but like, who are the anti-heroes? Like, DC has like famously good anti-heroes. Like, the only one I can think of is Deadpool. Like, I cannot name a single other one because everybody else is like ultimate good guy superhero that cracks jokes, and then there's like Civil War where it's like we have an ideological difference.
If they don't make,
but still they're all heroes. Like, there's no bad guys.
If they don't make this movie then it can't be an answer to Suicide Squad.
They gotta start making some of their movies and stuff like that. They gotta start making them like R and more violent. I mean,
I don't think they'll do that besides Deadpool 3, which they said there's gonna be R.
Well, you have to think about it. They added the Netflix shows, right?
And they just added Deadpool and Logan, which were the first ever rated R stuff on Disney Plus.
So, and considering with how much stuff Disney owns, eventually they're going to move to some more mature content. Does that make sense? Or
can I cover Phase 6? Sorry, I just got to the announcement for Phase 6. Can I announce it, please?
Do the first one.
I only see one.
There's two. You do the one, and I'll say what comes
on
after
my
that.
birthday, November 8th. Fantastic Four's getting made.
Wait, actually?
November 8th, 2024. I'm pretty excited now because I can go see it for my birthday and probably be disappointed.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
cold for Christmas and cold for my birthday too.
I don't think this will be as bad. Remember the Fantastic Four movie they made before, that little reboot they tried to do?
Yeah, I don't think it can tank that.
I don't think it can be that bad because that movie was. People even forget that movie exists.
I did. I completely forgot until you brought it up.
Yep. The original Fantastic Four movies aren't very good, but they're just fun.
They're so good,
dude.
So Silver Surfer, all CGI.
Yep, it's so with Galactus as a big cloud.
Dude, those are the classics. You can't deny those.
That's pretty cool. And are they gonna get John Krasinski back?
Oh yeah. Okay.
They gotta get Jim from The Office.
Well, he plays him in Multiverse of Madness, so.
Okay. I see the other two announcements.
So all right, now we gotta do here are the big boy announcements. 2 new Avengers films coming out in the same year. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, which is gonna connect to Loki because Kang was at the end of Loki.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm assuming season 2 is going to be like Kang the Conqueror because he was the person keeping everyone on the same timeline. Now the timelines have all split, and now he's going to start doing his conquering stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that's what it's going to be: Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, and then we have Avengers: Secret Wars. These are both in 2025.
Yeah, Secret Wars is going to be big.
But this is the issue that we're going to have with the Avengers is that like
it's not the same Avengers.
Yeah, it's like it's going to be the Avengers but without Iron Man and Captain America. Thor, maybe. Like, who knows? Like, he might be in it, maybe.
Yeah. Also, who knows?
Black Widow can't be in it. Yeah, I doubt Hawkeye will be in it. Hulk might be. So, like, there's the 6 original. Did I miss one? No, that's
6. What do you mean? You
mean original?
You mean that like 2 of the 6 might be there?
Yeah, the 2 of the 6, the original. So it's basically it's
Wanda's not gonna be there.
Yeah, well, she even though she like died in Doctor Strange, there's no shot they killed her off.
Yeah, I still don't think she's gonna come back as a hero though.
Spoiler.
No.
We already talked about the multiverse of sadness.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been a couple months.
Multiverse of sadness.
That's the name of the episode. Yeah,
It's been a couple months. You had your time. But let's just say,
I know about it already.
Is it just going to be like Spider-Man and Friends is basically going to be this Avengers film? Spider-Man and Friends?
It's going to be the 3 Spider-Mans again, but Hulk's there this time.
Yeah, Spider-Man, Hulk. Spider-Man, Hulk, we're going to have a couple new heroes, basically, right? We're going to have the Daredevil might be there, who knows? Ironheart. Blade, maybe.
Yeah, those will probably be
Echo.
who we're seeing in the Avengers now.
Like, I don't know, this is why, like, I can't say whether or not I'm excited for these Avengers films, because I just don't know what they're going to be like.
So, for final thoughts on this, it seems to me that what they're doing with Phase 5, AJ's fabled Coal for Christmas, that's the new name for Phase 5. That's all I can think of when I think of it now.
Coal for Christmas.
Is they have taken these, like, random-ass side characters from TV shows, and they're giving them their own shows, and it's, like, totally unwarranted.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I don't care about Agatha Harkness. It's like she was like a side character that was like secretly the villain in WandaVision. She's like, you think you're the only witch in town? It's like, yeah, it's not very common.
Well, I think we already have some expectations too. That like my expectation for a exclusive series is that a Disney Plus exclusive is that they're not going to be well developed. So you already have this undercooked character who is just going to have time wasted on them for the sake of revenue.
No, you don't understand. This is them cooking them so they can jam them in other movies.
But you know what I have to say about
Like,
this?
whoa, remember her? She's back. It's Agatha. She's getting a cameo in Avengers. Look at her. It's her. She's going to say a funny joke. He's right behind me, isn't he?
But this has to do with Phase 4 in terms of the shows that I thought would be, the things I thought would be really good in Phase 4 have been terrible. I really thought Doctor Strange and Thor would be good, and they weren't. Moon Knight, which I had zero expectations for, was fantastic. So maybe a couple of these things in Phase, because honestly, Phase 5 looks a little, on paper it shouldn't be better than Phase 4 because it doesn't have Thor and Doctor Strange or Black Panther, but maybe this will be better, because I think Guardians will be good. I think Secret Invasion will be decent. Loki should be good, and Blade should be good. Daredevil.
I'm excited for.
Hopefully, Daredevil's good.
I'm sorry, but can you please start giving us more multiverse stuff, Disney? They were like, Loki. We watched Loki, and it's like, whoa, multiverse is about to open up. And then it was like, damn, all right, so there's 2 Doctor Stranges, and then there's 3 Spider-Mans.
That's it. That's all
and
you
then
get.
There's this, and then we get a girl Thor, but like, damn, like, where's the multiverse stuff?
And then we have the next the animated Spider-Man multiverse. It's
Into the Spider-Verse too.
I
expect that'll be well, because the first
the
first one was really good.
Into the Spider-Verse is better than every single MCU movie combined.
Marvel,
I agree.
Marvel should just
It's
do
better than
animated
all of
movies
them.
at this point and make them true to the comic books.
It's honestly
because DC's got better live action movies.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah.
That makes me sad thinking about, because with DC San Diego Comic-Con, how they announced 2 movies that we already knew were coming out.
What movies?
They did a second trailer for Black Adam, and then they did a new trailer for the second Shazam, which we already. So basically, Marvel stomped DC into its grave.
Damn.
Basically,
Jack, do you remember Shazam? Did you see that?
I didn't see Shazam, no.
AJ,
aren't you like a massive DC fan? How did you not see Shazam?
Dude, AJ, remember I was looking at HBO Max and I saw Shazam on there and I was like, I've seen this, haven't I? And I texted you and I was like, did we see Shazam together back in like 2017? You were like, yeah, I think we did. Like, that movie just has not crossed my mind since we went and
Well,
saw
it was just from what I heard, it's just like a fun movie that you go see. Only it's like actually good. It's not memorable, but it's fun.
The movie is fine. I don't think the movie's bad or anything. It's fine. It's a good movie.
I remember it
not
being
like-
good.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
a good
don't
movie.
remember much of it.
I can just appreciate how DC, whether their movies are garbage or absolutely phenomenal, that it's all like different. Like the Batman and the Joker and the Suicide Squad and Shazam all have different tones from each
Yeah.
other.
Oh yeah, because Shazam is like this lighthearted, like saying jokes, like a Marvel movie. But at the same time, Batman manages to be like really dark and gritty, which is good.
And it's smart and it's like detective like story. You know?
They just don't do that in Marvel. Marvel, you don't get variety, you get different costumes.
That's
You
true.
get a different type of cream cheese on your bagel.
Pretty
But
much.
let's be honest.
More
here.
or less, yeah.
Let's be honest here. Marvel just stomped DC into the movie graveyard with this San Diego
Hey,
Comic
listen.
Con.
In the game,
That's true, but
Like
also,
what? Besides Joker 2, DC has nothing coming out. Besides Joker 2 and Batman 2, that's it. And those are probably like years away.
yeah, but
listen,
the thing
AJ.
the thing is, I can sleep soundly at night because I know they're going to be fantastic.
or going to be better.
Oh yeah,
They're
they
gonna be
will
better.
be, but
They're gonna be fantastic.
we're
'cause they're
gonna.
be
It's
better
basically
than
gonna be
Marvel.
like we'll have one really good DC movie every 3 years, and that's it. While Marvel's
that's
pumping out
that's
10,
fine with me.
10 pieces of content per year, and
But
only
they're
like
not good.
1 or 2 of them are any good.
The thing is, Marvel, it's just like more of like you're seeing it as like busy time, whereas like I went and saw the Batman twice in theaters. Like I loved it.
No,
I
Batman-
have never gone and seen a Marvel movie twice in the theater.
Yeah,
I've
because
never even considered it. I'm like, yeah, that was all right, or yeah, that was subpar, and then I don't think about it again, and I'll rewatch it like 5 years later and be like, oh, all right, yeah, it's basically the same as I remember.
Well, I kind of
Except
think.
Thor: The Dark World, somehow that was worse.
Listen, I think like the Batman though, that was kind of like in a whole like cultural like event. Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't think because
Yeah, well, yeah,
I don't
because they
think
finally revived
you can't
Batman.
call it that because it wasn't that big comparatively to an actual cultural event like No Way Home.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that was different though. 'cause
Batman wasn't
it
a cultural event. It was only Batman fans who were super
What do you
excited
mean?
about it because it was an amazing
That's not
Batman
true.
film for
That's
Batman.
not true.
Whoa! That's all the Spider-Man film was too. It was just
but
for the Spider-Man.
The difference
fans.
is that the Spider-Man film made 3 times as much as the Batman film without China, and Batman had China. So it's basically
China.
All right.
So
all right. hold
sorry, Batman. It's just Batman used to be number 1.
on. What do you
but
mean cultural event?
Excuse me. Wait, Batman used to be number 1.
In terms of like the most popular superhero, Spider-Man has completely surpassed him now.
Because it's Marvel. Because it's Marvel
'Cause it's
garbage
Marvel.
that they hand feed us.
But for a long time, Batman was the most popular superhero. He's just not anymore. He
Yeah,
just
we
doesn't
talked-
have the
hold on.
same draw that he used to.
We talked about this last time.
Okay.
Batman's still the best superhero, though.
I don't.
Yeah, he still is.
I agree that
He
he's
still
still
is
the
the best
best.
one.
That doesn't mean he's the most popular anymore.
It doesn't
though.
matter if he's popular or not.
I think I
He's
like.
still just the best. He's the best superhero, and that's objective. And if you disagree, you're wrong.
You disagree.
How is Spider-Man better? Batman
I'm not
could
saying
definitely kill
Spider-Man's
him.
better. He's just wildly more popular.
I'm just saying Batman.
I'm not
could,
saying
Batman,
he's better.
Batman could totally beat up Spider-Man.
You're probably right. You're probably
beat up
right.
Spider-Man. That's
Drop
hilarious.
a TV on him. I don't kill.
I don't kill. I just cripple.
Yeah, he's just gonna be spending a couple months in the hospital.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna put him in the ICU in a full body cast.
Dude, have you seen the meme where it's like, if rent was $300 a month in Gotham, would you do it? And it goes, me when I type in 1, 2, Batman when I type in 1, 2, 3
No,
movies on my
me
computer.
looking out my window at Batman as I type in 1, 2, 3 movies on my computer.
Or it's like when Batman falls into one of Joker's traps in it, but it's like I don't give a fuck because I got work in the morning.
dude, I would much rather live in Gotham than Marvel's New York. Where
Yeah.
it's like the Hulk just throws your car at somebody. It's like, damn.
So I love,
I need a call. I'll stay.
It's like, damn. I guess I gotta call my insurance. Dude, insurance must be so expensive in that dystopian New York.
In that universe.
Where like your insurance office will just get blown up because Thanos decided to show up on this Thursday. you're like sitting there and you're like, yeah, let's handle the Jefferson account today, and then your whole building gets blown up.
no, so it was like the one.
And you go up to your boss and you're like, damn. So like, do I get workers' comp for this or?
Did you see the one meme where it's the dude staring? He's like stares like when Superman picks up my car and throws at the villain and misses,
My gosh.
and he just has to sit there and take it.
Dude, I want them to make a superhero movie about regular guy. It's like Free Guy, but like he just lives in the Justice League's world. So he's like just walking around one day, and then they like reawaken Superman. He just starts destroying the city. He's like, damn,
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
damn, they're at it again. But my shift starts in 5 minutes, so like, I hope you don't show up at my building.
Yeah, so his building is destroyed. It's like, I guess I don't gotta
It's
go to
like,
work
yeah, it's
today.
like you just live in constant fear. You're like at work, and you're like, damn, I really hope the Hulk doesn't crash through this floor today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'd hate living in New York and the Marvel.
There's like a mugger running down the street, and Iron Man just blows up your building to get him.
No, the funniest one it goes with the Joker after he's interrogating me because I tweeted I saw Batman. He's like hanging me. He's hanging him off a building because I tweeted I saw the Batman.
I saw Batman today.
Gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah,
It's like only $300 a month.
yeah, only $300 a month. I'd live there. It's like, damn, yeah,
$300.
it's like, damn, this is mad cheap.
It's
Hope you don't
mad cheap.
hope you don't commit any crimes though.
Yeah, you just walk outside and you see a bunch of penguins and like the ground's frozen. How am I supposed to get to work?
The whole city's frozen. There's an army of bomb penguins marching around. You call your boss. You're like, hey, so like,
I'm
do I
gonna be
have
a little late
You're
today.
like, do I have to come in today, or like, is this considered like a natural disaster? It's like I can see
You
the
be having
I can,
3-day weeks in Gotham.
Yeah, is this considered a? Is this?
It's like it's $300 a month because nobody can work. It's,
No one
it's like
can
it's
work.
like Mr. Freeze froze my whole apartment building, so the fire department's here like thawing it out. Like, do you want me to like zip line to work or can I just stay home?
No,
today?
all the jobs are just remote.
Yeah, all my
They're all just remote.
Yeah, can this be a
Yeah.
paid day off, sir? I don't have my car anymore.
Firefly burned down my apartment building. Is it alright if I don't come into work
Yeah,
today?
Superman crashed into my car. I can't get to work.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. I seriously, $300 or a month? I don't know. I don't know.
Would you live in Gotham?
I would live in Gotham.
I don't think I live in Gotham.
Yeah,
because I don't feel like getting gassed every Tuesday
Bane
night.
destroyed the subway system, so I'm not going anywhere.
If the superheroes and supervillains don't get you, then the regular like crime would.
Yeah.
You'll just get like mugged.
That's true. Just like constant, dude. I love Gotham. It's like just
Gotham.
It's just.
Gotham.
It's
What are you,
just
British?
nonstop
Gotham?
crime.
Gotham?
Are you a proper old chap gonna go to Gotham?
Is that how I said it? Did I say
you said
Gotham?
Goth.
Gotham.
Say it Gotham like a proper American.
Gotham,
I-
like a New Yorker.
Yeah, like a New Yorker. It's Gotham.
I live in Gotham City.
Because to be fair, Metropolis and the Gotham is supposed to be like New York City, but we have bad New York City and then like good New York City.
Yeah, it's literally just like the bad and the good part.
I heard it said that Metropolis is New York in the daytime,
Yeah.
and Gotham City is New York at night.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's why they're across from each other.
All right, I gotta be honest here. There's no way any city is as bad as Gotham at night.
Gotham. You keep saying Gotham.
Gotham. Sorry.
Gotham.
You know,
Gotham.
to be fair, I feel like a lot of, I don't know why that just reminds me. I feel like a lot of Batman stuff is kind of dated. Like he has a butler named Alfred who has a butler now.
Butler.
And who's named Alfred?
Dude,
who's named Bruce?
somebody dumb rich. What do you mean? Somebody stupid.
Yeah, Batman
somebody
was created
stupid
in the
rich has a-
30s. Of course, they named it Bruce and Alfred.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like some parts of it are dated. It's
I know
just
a guy.
funny.
What about Bruce Springsteen? I know a guy named Bruce. I know a couple guys named Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce
I just-
Springsteen.
I
He's like
just
80
don't know
years
anyone
old.
named Bruce.
no, like actual guys I know also.
Or how about like name someone whose name is Oswald? Because no one's named Oswald.
He's an old British dude. Like, I don't
Oswald
know.
Cobblepot.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He probably picked that name out. He grew up in the sewer with penguins. That's my favorite thing. Why are there penguins in the Gotham City sewer?
Why
Gotham.
are there?
I'm
I
gonna
said Gotham.
stop saying
Gotham.
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 It's not
Sorry.
Gotham.
Why are there
Dude.
like human like sized crocodiles and vampires in Gotham? How about that?
Human-sized crocodiles in Gotham makes sense
Gotham.
because it's like he's
Gotham.
just like a mutant. I want to know why actual penguins are just living in the sewer.
Why
It's like
not?
it's like Christmas time. He gets dropped off the river and he goes down like a manhole and there's just like a family of penguins. It's like, bro, how did you get here? It's like, what are you doing? Like, you're gonna live in the sewer?
You know, the funny thing is too, Superman's literally right next door. He could solve all of these problems if he wanted to.
Nah, because Superman has like actual bad guys to fight. Batman just beats up poor people.
That okay. Whatever you say.
It's like
Superman's like, I'm gonna protect the world, and Batman's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this mugger.
no, it's like
I'm gonna cripple him.
Batman after he saves me, but he smells weed on me.
No, dude, it's like Batman. There's this guy that's like dirt poor, and he's just mugging somebody because he can't afford to feed his kids, and then Batman just cripples him. He's like, I hope you like the hospital, buddy.
No, Batman would just hand him money. He's rich.
Yeah, it's my favorite. No, it's my favorite thing.
just hand him money.
Batman, the man who will never understand poverty, just
No, you
constantly
wanna know-
beating up on like muggers and stuff. It's like, it's like how pathetic that you go to this for just for simple money.
you wanna know what
money, such a simple commodity. Why would you attack somebody
What
over
would be
it?
so funny if everyone knew that?
And then
like,
he goes to his fucking $2 billion mansion.
No, listen. You know, I just like to think if everyone really did find out that Batman was Bruce Wayne, they wouldn't be like, "Oh, we got to go up to Bruce Wayne's house and kill him." But he'd be glad to receive, be like, "Please give me a
Yeah,
hand."
but what do you mean? What do you mean? Batman would like save you from the Joker, and they'd be like, "Can I have some money now?
Please.
give me money, or I'll
Can you
sue
pay my rent? I need to buy my groceries this weekend.
Yeah,
Batman, I don't like $300. That's all I need.
yeah. He's
Batman, I need enough
You
to.
you get picked up by Batman. He's like, "Hey, give me $300, or I'll say you drop me.
He would just drop you then.
I'll sue you." Yeah, but it's Bruce Wayne, so he can actually just sue Bruce Wayne for his medical expenses. He's not an actual cop. He's a vigilante.
Yeah, that's
So
what-
like anybody Batman hurts can just go and sue him for their medical expense.
It's so much more funny when
If
like,
they knew Bruce Wayne was Batman, he'd be destitute because of all the people he's crippled.
it's so in Injustice 2, how everyone knows like Bruce Wayne's Batman and stuff. I just think it's funny. I like to imagine that like off screen, off the camera, Bruce Wayne's just there There's someone just like, please, Batman, give me $5. I need enough for the vending machine, please.
Yeah, I like that nobody can like figure out who Batman is also. It's like, damn, I wonder who this vigilante is with like paper thin bulletproof armor and a nuclear car and like a completely silent jet that shoots missiles. I wonder who could be this random vigilante. It's like, bro, he's not a vigilante. He's better armed than the military.
You know, it's weird too because Bruce Wayne lives by himself and has like no friends except his butler and a bunch of kids
And a bunch of children that he indoctrinated.
Don't forget the women.
Oh, and then he has Selena Kyle come over every now and then.
True. Yeah,
And Vicky Vale.
When the last time I think I heard of Vicky Vale was probably in Batman vs. Dracula. I'm sorry.
No, dude, my favorite.
No, listen, I remember I saw it for the first time on Cartoon Network. It was like the day before Halloween, and I was like, I'm trying to think how old I was. I was probably like 6 or 7. I was scared shitless because vampires scare. I went to like the whole Halloween party that like our family had. I was just like in the corner, just like, oh my god, the vampires are gonna come and murk me. I don't know. I was young child. Good movie. Definitely not a top tier one. Top tier anime.
The Dark
Batman
Knight's
movie.
the one I gotta wonder how he never got found out.
The Dark Knight?
Yeah, because like Christian Bale, he's got like these women around him all the time. It's like they come back and you have like 4 women like sleeping in your mansion. Then you wake up and you're like, all right, ladies, I gotta go to work. And they're like, it's 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, yeah. And then that night Joker gets thwarted. It's like he didn't figure that out. He just disappeared. No car left the driveway and he just disappeared from the house. And
We
then
gotta be
Joker
careful.
got beat
We're getting caught up in another 45-minute conversation about Batman.
That's true.
There's
Batman's
so much.
a dick.
Well, no,
I
there's
know.
so much to
I
talk about.
hope he
Batman.
comes home every day and Alfred's like, yeah, we got $3 more $1 million lawsuits for the guy whose spine you broke.
He's like, put it on the tab.
He's like, put it on the tab at the hospital. My dad was a doctor. It's like, bro, your dad's dead. And he's like, yeah, it's all right. They know him.
Have you seen that ad for Arkham Origins? I know, like
What? Dude, Arkham Origins
No.
came out like 10 years ago.
No, I know, but I just think it's funny. Whenever I hear like Batman's crippled someone, I remember there's like this 15-second ad of just like it's Christmas night and all of these criminals are in full body cast and are watching like Home Alone or something
In the hospital.
And then after that, it's just like Batman Arkham Origins pre-order now.
Yeah,
Like they're all wearing black mask.
dude, Batman.
It's so funny.
Dude, Batman Arkham Origins is awesome. It's like Christmas, and he's like, Mr. Wayne, you're gonna have a fun Christmas. He's like, nah, every supervillain in the world just broke out of Arkham Asylum, so I gotta go beat them all up tonight.
Arkham Asylum wasn't opened yet. Black Mask put a bounty on this Batman person who they don't even know he exists yet. And
Oh,
8
that's right.
assassins gotta go
They
kill him.
just all go after him.
Remember, Batman wasn't even a myth. It hypothetically, I know there's the whole excuse they'll put innocents in dangers, but like literally could have just stayed home, just never came out. A few innocent people would die, but the whole bridge wouldn't have gotten nuked. There wouldn't have been a huge breakout at Blackgate.
Bruce Wayne literally could have just stayed home.
Like,
It's like they don't know who you are.
Like I swear, I feel like that whole trilogy. I feel like 3 of the games are just to like murk Batman. Arkham City is like the only one where it isn't, and it still kind of is. Like in Arkham Knight, all the villains are trying to kill Batman or break Batman, and
That's in every game.
Literally everybody ever is trying to kill Batman because he like cripples people.
But like
they should put an ad out and be like 1 in every 5 people in Gotham has been affected by Batman, and it's like all these people in full body casts and stuff. It's like the dude in Arkham Origins who you drop a tube TV on his head. He's like sitting there eating out of a tube, and it's just like, how many of your family members will he hurt?
It's a political ad. It's like anti-Batman.
Dude, Batman's the bad guy. I have no idea. They really want us to root for the trust fund billionaire. They're like, oh, you're vandalizing something? Time to get strung up by your legs and dangled for hours until somebody finds you.
AJ, didn't you want to move on from Batman though?
Well, is there any other topics we want to talk about before we wrap up?
I like don't have any other topics for today because I haven't seen Thor yet.
Yeah.
Next time,
Thor.
what
was your nickname for Thor that you made? Thor.
Oh no! Nobody's stealing that. I'll tell you after, so we can name the next episode that.
Yeah, you had a nice. It
see
was
Love
just
and
like
Thunder.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Sadness.
I'm pretty good at ripping on Marvel movies. They make it easy because they're all subpar.
Did you watch Stranger Things, Jack?
Nope.
About Stranger Things, dude. I don't even have Netflix.
Oh, that sucks. It
I also
was pretty
haven't
good.
watched it.
All right, there's my review.
Stranger Things is pretty
Yay.
good. I'll
Stranger
take your
Things
word
season
for it.
4 was pretty good. All right, that's the end of the review.
All right,
That's
is
it.
that the end of the episode, guys?
Anything else you want to say, Jack?
Out of an IGN 10 out of 10, what would you rate the Stranger Things?
Oh, we're doing the IGN
The
scale.
IGN one.
IGN
It has to be a
11
7,
11 out of 10.
No, it has to be a 7 or an 8. You got to pick.
No, it's impossible because
it's really
no.
popular right
Okay.
now. You
No,
gotta
no, no.
pick. Is it
5
7 or
years
8?
ago, Fortnite got a 10 out of 10. Now everything's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, if we're talking the IGN scale, it's a 9 out of 10. In reality, I give it like
IGN.
an 8.
Why is it not a 10 out of 10 though? Why?
Why is it? Oh, maybe on
Not
the
enough-
IGN scale
You,
might
you
be
have
a
to
10
keep
out
in
of 10.
mind they're paying your paycheck.
IGN scale.
10 out of 10, AJ.
10 out of 10.
IGN
Fortnite, that's a 10 out of 10,
IGN
baby.
scale Fortnite. They go 10 out of 10. It's free.
It's free. It's literally free. You can't be mad.
You can't be mad. They could just fire you fucking dog
Okay,
shit.
I take that back. Stranger Things on the IGN scale is a 10 out of 10. Reality, it's an 8 out of 10. Alright, there you go. Thor on the IGN scale is a 7 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Ooh.
In reality, it's like a
4.
4, maybe 5.
It's-
If I'm feeling generous, I might give it I think 5. 5 is
No,
fair.
I don't think a 5.
Middle of the road.
I got to be honest. I went to go see it with my girlfriend.
Christian Bale's in it,
Hold
so it
on.
gets a 5.
We
And
can't talk
it
about
put me to
Thor. I
sleep.
haven't seen
Why
it
not?
yet.
I just said Christian Bale's in it.
No, I know.
There's
Don't spoil anything.
You should have seen Thor. There's
I will see it eventually.
Yeah,
When it comes out on Disney
we're
Plus.
gonna talk about it like when Black Panther comes out in November. We'll be
We're
like,
gonna
"Alright,
talk
here's
about
the
it
Thor
in 4
review.
months.
Here's the Thor
Here's
review.
the Thor review.
Oh yeah, Black
Yeah.
Panther came
No,
out
look.
too, but here's Thor.
We'll make a pact now, live on camera, not live, on video,
On audio recording.
right in front of the whole world.
Or the
The
300
three of
people
us
that
will all
watch
go
this.
see Black Panther together and immediately come back and record an episode.
Great.
Or come back like
Deal?
a few days after.
No,
Yes.
we'll go see it like during the day on a Saturday. Come back and that evening talk about it.
Perfect.
Okay, yes.
Then we can finally do
Yes,
a
we'll
movie
do that.
review correctly.
Yeah, we can have an actual like reaction review.
All right.
I can't wait to just crap all over that one.
All right, to all new listeners that potentially listen to this point, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you so much.
We
Whoa,
hit
whoa,
50
whoa.
subscribers. Woohoo!
50 subs. We
Let's
got to
go!
boost it at the
Yeah,
end.
baby.
Press the subscribe
Yeah,
button.
baby.
Let's go.
I don't think
Let's
we've ever
keep those numbers growing.
I don't think we've ever actually asked anybody to subscribe in a video yet, other than
we
as
probably
like a joke.
we probably have like as jokes at the end here.
Maybe.
Yeah, thanks to everyone that came, and
Yeah.
thanks to everybody that stayed this long.
You gotta do the classic: like, subscribe, share.
No,
watch
no.
through on. Make sure
No,
you're
I
watching
wanna
through
keep-
on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube all at the same time to get that watch out.
Please,
No.
please.
I want to keep our running trend with guests going. Jack, you get the final word. What is it?
One word.
You get one word. You got to pick it.
Cactus.
Here they come now. Watch out, folks. Now get ready for the Moon Bear Shuffle.